Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Raw review. Again, we start this show off. Angle being humiliated by Stephanie McMahon. Now, I don't know what this always has been the past couple of years, How did we go from like 2000, The Rock calling Stephanie a slut, and Jericho saying she was a bottom-feeding trash bag whore and all this shit. Fast forward all the way to 2017, and the wrestlers are like, What is this dominatrix type of shit that I'm seeing the past couple of years from Stephanie? Where she's like dominating every single man. They made her the GM of SmackDown, and they kind of like upgraded her a little bit. But it was still very, very rare when you saw Stephanie like in a position when she was being too domineering for her own good. Nowadays, they can't get enough of writing Stephanie into it. And I know it's Stephanie probably intimidating these people. She thinks she's McMahon. She thinks she's a man and everything. And I get that Stephanie's hot and everything like that. But the woman ain't that intimidating. I mean, you look at Stephanie, are you really going to be that scared of her? I mean, I guess they're scared of their fucking jobs. But does anybody at the WWE have any fucking balls, testicles, a fucking sack? I mean, come on. Does anybody have any fucking guts at all to stand up to this chick? I mean, look what she does once again, calling Kurt Angle out to the ring. Once again, demeaning Kurt Angle, making fun of his pick at Survivor Series. She asked Kurt Angle, why has John Cena joined up with SmackDown? First of all, you're questioning the storyline that is written that doesn't make any fucking sense, and you're using that as a way of humiliating Kurt Angle. Just for this. And why are we humiliating Kurt Angle? What does this do here from a storyline creative perspective to humiliate this man? Is it getting Kurt over? Is it generating more views? Are people going to tune in more to see Stephanie McMahon berating Kurt Angle, the legend? No. So why is it being written in there? Because of her own fucking ego. That's why. This bitch has been all over fucking WWE TV, and it got too much to the point where they even realized it. That's why they took them off screen for so long. Why do you think that they haven't shown Stephanie in a while? I think it's because maybe even the writers said enough is enough already. Remember how she was burying Dolph Ziggler? She was burying Daniel Bryan. She was burying everybody underneath the sun. I mean, my fucking God. When does it end? First of all, like I said, I understand that they're trying to make her the next Mr. McMahon. But the thing is, not only is Mr. McMahon still not dead yet, but Mr. McMahon would at least use his promos to help get other wrestlers over. He might have taken shots at them. But like I said, what about Stone Cold if he had no comeback? You know what I mean? Imagine if Vince McMahon was always one-upping Stone Cold and Stone Cold never, got revenge. It would make Stone Cold look pathetic. It would make him look weak by comparison. So how come with all these years there's never any follow-up? There's never any retorts. It's like the wrestlers get tongue-tied. They don't know what to say to Stephanie. And it's really like humiliating. And I understand that people are going to look at this video and analyze what I'm saying by saying, Brad, it's just fake. What she's saying is scripted, and you say that every week. You obviously know that it's not real because you talk about it from a creative standpoint. And you always talk about how this promo's scripted and this might be a work and this probably is a work shoot. But the thing is, right here, scripted or not, I gave my comparison of Robert De Niro and Meet the Fockers maybe a week or 2 weeks ago. And I said, it was like seeing Robert De Niro with the fake prosthetic boob. I could never get that image out of my head because that movie, might have not been fake, but it still exists. It's fake, but it's not like a fucking mirage. That was really Robert De Niro wearing a fake fucking prosthetic breast. And you might be saying, oh, it was just, for the point of humor. But Robert De Niro was a serious actor that I respected, and he had the tough guy persona. To see him relegated to such a lowly role like that was pretty fucking horrible and pretty fucking embarrassing, to say the least. So she's about to fire Kurt Angle. The words are right at the tip of her tongue, and then the Shield come out. The Shield are there. At least Roman Reigns is talking, but I can't help but rant on this as well. So Roman Reigns is on fire. He beats The Undertaker. He beats John Cena. He's beaten everybody that there is to beat. So here's the problem here. Why is he with the fucking Shield again? Months later, and here's the thing. I will even credit Wade Keller for saying this, because I supported the man 110%. So Roman Reigns was out with the virus, right? No mention of Roman Reigns or anything like that. So now here's my take on that. Wade Keller said if they were going to have Roman Reigns come back, and he would say that they didn't acknowledge him, and, Roman Reigns should then go on a heel turn and then go on a fucking rampage, saying how he was disrespected. They didn't even mention him when he was sick. So I understand why they don't want to mention somebody like Bray Wyatt, because he's all mystical and shit, and it would be a little bit weird to do that. But here you had the perfect opportunity. Fuck the Shield shit. That didn't go as planned. That was unavoidable. But the thing is, here you are faced with a perfect opportunity. But now, and I believe maybe Wade Keller might be right. Okay, so maybe that is why they're not mentioning him. I mean, after all, this is one of the guys that they built up big time. They put him in a program with John Cena. They had him beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He's already been a multi-time world champion. So it's obvious that this is probably why they're not mentioning the guy, even though he's sick. Turns out they just weren't mentioning him at all, because they're a bunch of fucked up idiots. So he just appears to a minor pop, right behind Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. No fanfare, no return vignettes, no nothing. The announcers are like, oh, the complete Shield, the original Shield. Yeah, that's what they are. So you had a perfect opportunity to get some major heat on Roman Reigns and really create an interesting angle. And real life presented an opportunity to take advantage of it from a storyline perspective. And it could have been huge. It could have been the most interesting thing they've fucking done in years. But instead, let's just go the normalcy route. Let's go the fucking normal route. Let's not take the beautiful scenic route that will lead to a bunch of great opportunities for great television and great character development. No, instead, let's go with the boring fucking Shield shit that we already saw not even 3 years ago. So here we are, sitting here, watching just, of course they gave Roman some mic time, which I was happy to see, but why is a guy that has obviously accomplished more than these two other goofballs ever will, and he's back with the Shield again? So, like I said, I thought this might have been a temporary thing, but maybe at the Survivor Series. I am telling you, Roman Reigns needs to just fucking spear both of these assholes and just leave the ring. And say that, he's not going back to this shit because it held him back. Whatever you gotta do. It doesn't even matter at this point. You're probably gonna fuck it up anyway. I'm just fucking saying. You're just gonna... I'm being a realist here. I mean, how many times have I stood here and says, oh, this could be great. Oh, this could be wonderful. Oh, this could lead somewhere. And it never fucking does. So, basically, Roman Reigns says that, they're going to kick ass, and Kurt Angle is going to kick ass. And I don't understand how this stops Stephanie from firing Kurt Angle, but it does. I mean, I guess, if you're about to get fired from your job, you go, you know, somebody comes in the room and it just magically saves you, and then I guess that person just forgets what they're gonna say. I don't know how the logic works here, but apparently that's what it is. You know, it's just like, stop! And then people just instantly forget what they're about to say. Interesting writing there. Then we have a triple threat. Bayley defeats Mickie James and Dana Brooke, who just popped out of fucking nowhere. Well, I think she was in the match for the chance to face Asuka at the TLC. So I don't know. They're just using her sparingly for whatever. So Bayley pins Mickie James, and now Mickie James, you know, who's been putting on probably a better performance than any of the women besides Alexa Bliss. She's not even going to be at Survivor Series now, because now there's no spots left. You guys are great, right? You're fucking wonderful. So you rather have the retard Bayley that nobody is even popping for, but Mickie James, who gets the bigger pops and is obviously more popular and has more recognition. Now, I know you want to push younger talent and all like that, but give me a fucking break. Even the announcer said it. Mickie James would be the veteran on the team. So why not give the veteran the spot on the team? You're fucking saying it in the announcing, so it makes no sense. So you rather give it to Bayley, who nobody even fucking cares about. Smart. Real smart. So I guess now she's not going to get a payday at Survivor Series, but Bayley, who didn't work as hard, will. Enzo and Gulak defeated Kalisto and Tozawa. So Tozawa is there. The guy is there. How annoying was that when it was the Lucha, all at the fucking same time? Shut up. Fucking two idiots in the ring. And, you know, they do a little shtick. Why didn't Enzo get a promo this week? What happened? Because the UK crowd booed him? Is that a reason why we didn't get a better Enzo promo this week? Well, at least they won. At least Enzo got the pin here, so at least he fucking won a match. I mean, did they not realize that Enzo should be one of their centerpieces of the show? He's the only guy who fucking knows how to talk or hold anybody's interest for more than 2 minutes. Who gives a fuck what a bunch of stupid-ass UKers have to say? And yeah, I'm saying it again. I don't give a shit. And a word to this, I'm not saying that English and British people are all bad, because that's, of course, what all people just took it for in the video. Some people actually agree with me, and I think they might have been from the UK. What I was trying to say is those chants that you saw, the whole hijacking the show. The point I was trying to make in that video is that the UK people fucking started it. They brought that type of undesirable culture into the WWE crowds. So I was saying that the UK crowds suck because of this. Not because UK fans totally suck in general. You understand what I'm trying to say? How about you click the video and actually listen to what I'm fucking saying instead of just seeing a fucking video title and going, yeah, on your fucking keyboard, fucking keyboard warriors. You look like an idiot when there's clear explanations and words and terms being used to describe the subject of the video matter. And you are not fucking getting it because you're not listening. And then when I challenge you, how about you listen to it? I won't listen to your video. So you're going to comment on the video anyway. You're going to click the video just to make a comment, even though you don't even know what the fuck it's about. Fuck you, buddy. You're a fucking idiot. The Miz, it's time for Miz TV, Sheamus and Miz. So here we go. You know, the Usos are not there. Baron Corbin's not there. What the fuck is the point? This is the last Raw before Survivor Series. And obviously, Miz is not going to show up on SmackDown. I don't think that we're going to see any raid tonight on SmackDown at all. Watch. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe it will, although just like everybody will come at once. But I don't think so. Because they just want to make it like SmackDown probably got the one up on them. So, they're just going to make Raw look sad. Kurt has his balls cut off in the meantime. You know, so like what was accomplished in this Miz TV segment? Can anybody tell me? You know, okay, so we got the tag champs there. We got Miz there talking about that. But the Miz, I don't think, said one word about Baron Corbin. Or maybe it was because I was half paying attention. But I guess because this was the Miz TV show for Sheamus and Cesaro. But, Miz is talking about how he's a champion as well. And they're all posing. But there's no talk of Baron Corbin because I guess he's too busy being beat by Sin Cara. So, Jason Jordan defeated Bray Wyatt, which was a big fucking surprise. He schoolboys him. Stephanie and Kurt are watching in the back. Then Bray Wyatt attacks him after the bell. His ankle, so Jason Jordan's ankle is injured. Kurt Angle is all nervous. He's saying that he's probably going to have to take him out of the match. Heyman and Brock Lesnar. That again in the ring, and somebody proposes during the match. Heyman says a little something there, telling them that she only said yes because she never met a beast. Okay, very funny. The thing is here, what I really have to say is that how humiliating for Jinder Mahal that Jinder got the promo that he did like 2 weeks ago, and AJ's AJ is great. Now this is an opponent. Even though Jinder Mahal is twice the size of AJ Styles, Jinder Mahal looks like more a viable opponent. I already talked about it. Show a friend who's never seen wrestling, never seen AJ or Jinder Mahal, and doesn't know the backstory of either guy. Didn't know that Jinder Mahal was a jobber only a year ago. Show them a picture of Jinder, show them a picture of AJ Styles, and then show them a picture of Brock Lesnar. Tell them that the two guys are going to face Brock Lesnar. Which guy looks like a more viable opponent? Who looks like they could actually beat or, stand toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar in a believable fashion? Your friend, of course, clear of bias, would probably say Jinder Mahal based on aesthetics alone. But, let's just dress, Mahal down and build AJ up. Why not? I like AJ. I'm a fan of his. I'm looking forward to the match, but AJ Styles is not there. Heyman cut his promo. Blah, blah, blah. This is Brock Lesnar. Never been in the ring with Brock Lesnar. Does anybody realize that he fucking says the same fucking spiel time after time? And why can't Brock cut a promo? We've all seen Brock Lesnar. He cut many promos back in 2003. Why not do it? I mean, he's also the guy that made me laugh forever. Remember? Goldberg! Remember that? Brock Lesnar is good on the mic. I will say this. I've watched him again on the network. The guy might not have a lot of charisma, but he gets the job done. He's got physical charisma. He don't have to be great on the mic. But I'm sick of hearing Paul Heyman's fucking voice every single time. And I used to love this guy's promos. But it's the same cookie cutter promo. Brock Lesnar stands on the left. Paul Heyman stands on the right. Talks up Brock Lesnar. Talks about the opponent. And then leaves. Nothing ever happens. Barely anybody even challenges them in the ring. It's just always by the numbers, cookie cutter shit. And they've been doing this shit since 2012, 2013. Enough is enough already. We need some fresh shit, for fuck's sakes. I mean, you can't just... How many years are they going to have them come out like this? I mean, it's already been going on for 4 or 5 years of the same promo every couple of months. I'm getting fucking sick of it. The Shield defeated Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro. No interference on the New Day. No interference on the Usos. Nothing. So the Shield just... So let's beat the champions right before the pay-per-view. Beautiful, right? That makes a lot of sense. Let's have them lose momentum going in the pay-per-view. Why not? Anyway, so Kurt Angle is in the ring. He says that he's going to have to take Jordan off the team. I like Jordan here. You know, something like he did a good job here, Jordan. He's trying. You know, he was acting really upset. He said, please don't take me off the team. This is my opportunity. So Stephanie comes out and says, do it. Make the announcement or I will. Oh, God. Cringe. All aboard the cringe copter. Seriously, motherfuckers. I mean, holy fucking shit. Stephanie is pure cringe. She makes my fucking skin crawl every single time. Anyway, out comes Triple H, and there's your replacement. And I have to say that that's good. I was happy to see this, actually. Kurt Angle and Triple H on the same team. John Cena on the SmackDown team. Now, so this is the funny thing also that I'm noticing. So you're going to have Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. Does anybody see the clear distinction there of like stars versus stars? Like, wow. So Purple Nurple Motherfucker and Fuckboy Balor are right there on the team. They don't even deserve to even be in the same ring, in the same room, in the same fucking arena, the same fucking state as these fucking guys. So on SmackDown, who do you got on SmackDown? You've got Shane, Cena, which is a big up right there. And who else is really on there that's like really a big fucking name? I don't know, but they're making Raw look like the fucking flagship show with this fucking team. Triple H and Kurt Angle. Two Attitude Era guys. Two of the most popular wrestlers ever. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, to say that was an upgrade, I don't know if they had that planned. I don't know why they made that sudden change. Also, Triple H just turns around and pedigrees Jason Jordan. Kurt Angle just doesn't know what to do. Another thing that's like weird. I understand they want to make them teammates. They don't want to make them fight right there. But he just pedigreed your son. And you don't want to beat the shit out of him? Okay, you know, it was an okay segment, but that end was weird. I mean, okay, Triple H got the pedigree in, but Kurt Angle, the wrestler, the badass, the guy who won the, you know, with the Olympics with a fucking broken neck, no reaction to pedigreeing your son. Oh, okay. Fuckboy Balor. And the guy I want to give a purple nurple to, Fat Boy Samoa Joe, defeated the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, you know, we had like 20 suicide dives. You know, they beat this team. I don't understand. So didn't like these guys beat the Hardys like about a month ago? And I was like, wow, are they gonna make something of these guys? I guess not. I don't understand like how we're supposed to be interested in these two teams, and all of a sudden why it's such a heated rivalry out of nowhere. What the fuck even sparked this? And you know what they said? Like, remember last week when they were brawling and put on the team, they said they were renewing a rivalry. Weren't they like in a fatal 5-way match or something like that? So it's not even like these two guys really specifically hated each other that much. And finally, in the main event, it was Kane and Braun Strowman. And they did a very terrible job of building this match throughout the night. But, you know, it ended kind of cool. Strowman just fucking power slammed Kane through the ring. They both go through. And that was pretty fucking awesome. I don't know why they waited to him emerging from underneath the ring on Raw Fallout, but... needless to say, I mean, it was an okay way to go off the air, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't go off the air, though, with something at least related to Survivor Series. I mean, think about it. Besides the last match with Samoa Joe and Balor in a tag team match, but what did Kane and Braun Strowman have to do with Survivor Series? So Paul Heyman's telling us, order Survivor, get the network so you can get Survivor Series. You got to be a subscriber before Survivor Series comes on the air. What the fuck does this have to do? Two Raw guys wrestling each other with Survivor Series. Like I said, they don't know how to really fucking book a show so it makes sense. I mean, that was a good way to end the show. But then again, it was not a good way to end the show because you have a pay-per-view on Sunday. How does that make sense to go off the air with something like that? You know, see, this is probably why they shouldn't have a Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series. Because, first of all, they're not even booking it the right way. People are not showing up on the shows. It doesn't feel like a big war. They did it once. They did it again just with New Day in the crowd, but no physical interaction at all. There were no run-ins during the matches. You know, during Balor and stuff, maybe if one of the guys from the SmackDown side ran in, maybe if John Cena, imagine if John Cena just appears and dumps Samoa Joe's ass. Imagine that. The crowd would actually go crazy. That would be one run-in that maybe even the Smarks would appreciate because it would be exciting at least. Is it that hard? I came up with that in 2 fucking seconds. I didn't even think about that before turning on the camera. Just have anybody from the team run in and do something. Shane McMahon, whoever else is on the fucking team. I don't fucking know. Bobby Roode, somebody could fucking appear. Oh, that's one of the other members. Anyway, so there you go. So this show is taking place right before a pay-per-view. And they don't even know how to get it done the proper way. You've got to be fucking kidding me. They're under siege. So it's fresh in their mind what they've done. It's not like they forgot. They have a pay-per-view on Sunday. You know, the only thing really related to the pay-per-view besides changing the team and seeing Triple H was exciting. You know, was just having hear Paul Heyman talk about it. But you don't see anybody. No champions. No Corbin. No AJ. No Usos. Nobody from the big SmackDown Survivor Series match. So, you know, it was really just a 2-note show. Triple H appearing and Braun Strowman putting Kane through the ring. That's about it. But Braun Strowman ain't wrestling Kane at the pay-per-view. He's going to be wrestling Team SmackDown. So I don't know why he's so busy focused on Kane. Why did, if they knew they were going to have Survivor Series, why did they work this whole feud out with now? That is just horrible fucking timing. Anyway, guys, there you go. There's your Raw review. I'll see you for the SmackDown one. Until next time, motherfuckers. This has been your YWC champ. Signing out.